like 9, but I'd say he's still kind
Hello,
of
Murphy.
underrated just because
Congratulations.
he comes right before
I've
Tenet
seen
and
your
Smith.
accomplishment on TV. I hope that I'll manage to remain professional despite sitting opposite a celebrity. How do you feel about being acclaimed as a hero again?
I serve the public trust. I do not do it for fame.
No. Your sense of duty is what drives you, that's clear. I'm sure you'd love to share this accomplishment with Anne Lewis. You've seen her at the hospital, haven't you? How is she?
She is stable.
You cherish that relationship, don't you? She's an important part of your life. Your past life, too.
She is.
Just like your family. You're very protective of your past.
OCP cut me off from my family.
And how do you view their decision to separate you from them?
They would not want to see me like this.
Perhaps not. But the alternative isn't much better. Nevertheless, you still think about them, don't you? What comes to mind when you try to remember your family? I see. Memories can be painful. Especially when they're connected to the ones you love. They tend to remind us of what we're missing. The thief that broke into my house I mentioned before. He was my brother. He was an addict who'd come over to steal things to sell so he could buy drugs. As you can imagine, my last memory of us together is not a happy one. But despite that, I still wouldn't want to lose it. It serves as a reminder of how I failed him. And I've been trying to rectify it ever since.
I do not remember my family. I can only feel them.
These feelings, how do they manifest themselves?
As echoes of the past. But OCP sees them as obstacles that need to be removed.
And now you're afraid that they sent me here to convince you they are right?
Did they?
What you need to understand is that regardless of outside influences, my client's well-being takes highest priority. Especially now that I understand how important these memories are to you, I will fight for you in every way I know how. If you let me. I think this is a good place to end this session. Thank you for your honesty. It certainly has been noted. I've got plenty to think about for now.
Well, that was a fascinating conversation. Yeah, the cool thing about the cool thing with the Doctor, and you may have noticed this already, but like 9, even though it's the same character, and you can kind of see some of the resemblance between how they're playing him. Each regeneration is like a different character, and they have different character arcs and things that they learn. But you can tell it's kind of informed by past experience. Doctor Who is a show all about change.
Yeah, just keep following the road.
But the road ends here.
What was that? You're breaking up.
Am I? I'm hearing you clearly.
Oh my God, what a lemon.
You two seem to be enjoying yourselves.
Just having a little fun with our fellow dispatcher.
Don't worry, I'm sure the kid has a sense of humor.
I don't know how much you're gonna like
It's just
Doctor
a
Who
little
then.
blue hazing.
Everything
He's an OCP
changes in that
stooge
show.
anyway.
You're not going soft on us, are you, Murphy?
That did not sound like fun.
It's not like he didn't deserve it.
You know that he runs to Becker with a stack of papers every time you two talk, right? He's a rat.
We're just looking out for you, Murphy.
Because obviously, you know, the Doctor changes every few years. The companions will change.
So what did we learn from it?
But the show goes
When it's
on.
their money on the line, OCP will send Robocop, the entire SWAT team, and a bunch of Ed 209s that actually work.
Anything else?
Wendell Antonowski no longer deals with the street vultures.
That's right. There's been a rift in their midst, and I want to know why.
Spike has proven to be talkative under suitable conditions.
That's why I want you all to head to the city and do some actual police work. We need to find Spike. The attack on OCP Bank was a desperate move. I'm sure there's plenty of theories floating around. So we need to listen to what the streets are saying to find where the vultures are hiding.
I know someone versed in street talk.
Talk to him. And, oh, I almost forgot. Murphy, once you're downtown, the old man wants to meet with you.
Oh, the old man himself? What an honor.
Yeah, he's the closest Detroit has to real-life royalty. Maybe for saving him all that money, he'll knight you or something.
Enough! Head downtown, ask around, and most importantly, find Spike.
Okay, I guess we're going back out into the
Robocop!
mean streets of Detroit.
Over here. You wouldn't want to make the mayor of Detroit wait, would you?
May I help you, Mr. Mayor?
Oh, it's me who's gonna do the helping. You know John Mills, I presume? The OCP puppet who's gunning for my seat as mayor? I've heard from a reliable source that he's planning to make you the highlight of his election bid. Judging by your expressive face, he hasn't talked to you about it yet, huh? That's what I figured. What a slimy bastard. Using your image to influence the good people of this city, and without your consent? That's clearly something that I would never do. But you know that I've always appreciated what you're doing for our city, right? So, the real question is, what are we gonna do about it together?
I will not let OCP take over this city.
I knew you'd understand. I need to go. Campaign season is busy, but let me leave you with one word of advice. Whatever you do, make it clear that you are not siding with Mills. You can be sure that they'll twist your every word and use it against you. That's what OCP does. Thanks for the talk, Robocop. Say no to Delta City. Vote for the neighborhoods. Vote for Kuzak.
What if we just left him hanging there? Like, fuck you, Mayor. You did a shit job running this city.
Robocop is getting a face-to-face with the old man himself? I'd tell him all about how the OCP is fucking us over.
Shiny.
No, you
Got a job for you.
You wouldn't say a word if you actually met him.
Where's she
How are you
fucking doing?
feeling after the incident at the bank?
Last year's Thanksgiving
Who
parade,
gives a shit?
I was part of
I
a
heard that you're heading to the
coalition
city.
protecting
Once you're out
the
there, I want you to check one apartment for me. There's suspicion of domestic terrorism and corporate espionage, so expect a warm welcome.
Should I assume hostility from the suspect?
I assume you'll find sensitive data there. Look for it thoroughly and make sure it comes straight back to my hands. Tenement across the street from the arcade, apartment 12. Now go, I've got to prepare for a meeting. And remember, if you won't take care of it, another cop will have to. Another cop that isn't quite as resistant to deadly surprises as you are.
Why does Microsoft Teams insist on opening? I don't want Microsoft Teams. I don't even want it on my computer.
Hey, you. The old man is waiting for you upstairs. This entrance to the building is off
I think we are getting close to the end of this. Maybe.
Doesn't matter.
Trying to remember the order. Oh, that's way out there. Okay. Let's go meet with him first.
The old man's waiting. So, it's true what they say. You do have some kind of defect.
Oh, it's good to see you, my boy. Leave us. I want to talk to him in private. You have to excuse me for not getting up. I'm in a rather unfortunate state. You did exceptional work at the bank. I want you to know that I am deeply grateful for your service to OCP and the city of Detroit. See, I grew up in this very apartment, or what's left of it. It used to be a thriving neighborhood. Nothing like what you see right now. I always dreamt of turning it into the most prosperous district in the city. A new heart of Detroit. Can you imagine? Or do you think it's just an old fool's pipe dream?
I agree with all city improvement plans that have the citizens' well-being in mind.
Glad to know you approve. Delta City's construction is about to start. Finally, the old and frail will be replaced with the new and strong. Decay and death are terrible things. You lose everything you worked for your entire life. But I don't have to tell you what that's like. It really makes me wonder, has the time you spent in that armor been a burden to you?
You cannot complain about the life that was granted to you.
That's very humble of you. The real reason I've summoned you here is because I'm worried. I'm aware of your instability problems, and it's not a matter that we can overlook. That's why I've requested to have people look after you. Tell me, how are you finding your evaluations with Dr. Blanche?
It helps me with perspective, but it also brings out things buried.
That's part of the recovery process. I can imagine it's not a pleasant experience, but I can't express how much I'd like you to keep at it. I'm sure that becoming a liability is the last thing you'd want. Am I right?
That is correct.
Now we've reached an understanding. Tell me, is there anything I could do to put your mind at ease?
My fellow officers worry about OCP's intention regarding their work.
Really? I'll have a word with Becker. Perhaps some new equipment would boost their morale.
It would be appreciated.
I have to say, you brought a lot of hope into this old man's heart.
That sounds nothing like the old man.
I'm not supposed to exert myself too much. Doctor's orders. And you can't argue with them.
I mean, I can. Not going to.
Take care of yourself. After all, the peace of Detroit depends on your well-being.
Oh, God. That
Holy
unsettled the
shit,
old
what
stomach.
was that?
Robocop. Not such a piece of junk after all.
Oh.
Hey, Murphy, are you done with the old man's tea party? Remember to get back in touch with your informer. See if he has any info that could get us back on the biker's lead. Spike is still out there.
OCP wants to raise towers and blasts
By the way, Jake, you better not tell anybody that you're doing anything on, what is the date? Saturday, August 3rd, because it's SummerSlam. We gotta watch it. Dude, stop. Don't tell me you already said you'd do something. Oh, they're gonna be in your neck of the woods too, Jake. SummerSlam's gonna be in Cleveland. I'm just saying, if it is, you better be putting that shit off until the week after. You're not gonna want. I can feel it. You're not gonna want to miss SummerSlam. $10 says that's when Roman comes back. Yeah, that one was pretty good. That's a pretty major PLE.
Daddy, what was that?
I think it's the first major PLE after WrestleMania. Because like the other ones are kind of minor ones. And I think we're finally going to get CM Punk versus Drew McIntyre. They've been talking about it. Actually, I think what we're going to end up with is Drew McIntyre versus CM Punk versus Seth Rollins in a triple threat. And then it looks like Cody versus Solo is official. Which I'm guessing that's where Roman comes back. Yeah, because so Solo's whole story right now is that he has usurped the bloodline, kicked all of Roman's people out, and created his own. And he's feuding with Cody, Randy, and Kevin Owens. Hello. Do with that. All right. We found a secret little hidey hole. I think it's for me.
So OCP is ordering you to break into the apartment of a reporter they don't like? Any comment before I write a story on that?
I am here to investigate domestic terrorism.
OCP sent you to my safe house because they want to know what I have on them after the bank incident.
I assume there is more if you cannot store everything here. I found a rental bill for a locker in a storage facility.
Make up your mind. First you let me go at the bank, and now, when I'm actually starting to figure out what the OCP scam is all about, you show up and ruin this. Do you want to help OCP avoid liability?
Your evidence is invalid if you obtained it illegally.
I don't collect it for the court. I won't win against OCP there. It turns out I was right. That thing that OCP plans to do with charging residents of Old Detroit with additional costs, it is a loophole. It will lead to the illegal expulsion of thousands of people if you help OCP silence me.
Explain.
Not so fast. I need to be able to trust you first. At the bank, you proved that you are more than just a tool programmed to obey OCP, but now, the stakes are higher.
What is it that you expect?
Since you're here, I fully expect someone from OCP to go and check my locker. I need to protect what's inside, but there's a meeting I need to keep an eye on. Too much depends on it.
I will not be involved in the smuggling of contraband.
There's nothing illegal about my request. I need only one box from there. The one with the inscription Bakery on the corner. The rest you can leave to OCP to pick up. I needed to spring clean my out-of-date documents anyway. Call me once you secure the box.
This just got a lot more complicated. It can never be easy. That's true. In fact, there's a if you're playing a Renegade Shepherd, there is a Renegade line of dialogue where it's like, just once, I would like to ask somebody for help, and they'd be like, sure, without having something for me to do. How the fuck? Oh wait, stairs over here. Yeah, I vaguely remember this open world section being maybe the middle, actually. I've got about 9 videos edited of this game. I just gotta upload them. Well, I gotta upload 6 through 9.
Oh, when Delta City's built, I hear everyone will have their own apartment.
You get more of an overcast, so you can really see just how good the environments in this game look. I think this would be a game I'd revisit.
Toss a coin into the fountain?
Waste of money, honey. Someone will steal it before you make a wish.
The fuck do you think you're doing? What am I supposed to be doing? Oh, I have to scan the ticket for it. Okay.
Entering the fountain is strictly prohibited.
But I'm not even fully in, just my feet.
Makes no difference.
But you will have to pay the total value of the ticket.
This is so unfair.
Yeah, life isn't fair, lady. Cry me a river. Imagine getting a ticket for sticking your feet in the fountain. Okay, seriously, what the fuck? That is a terrible parking job. You deserve that ticket. Hey, look, it's the arcade from earlier. And there's just hell. I don't even know what this is supposed to be. It's just hell, apparently. Who knew that hell was in Detroit?
Smoking is dangerous, not to mention illegal.
I don't give a shit about either.
Then you must suffer the consequences.
No one in this country values independent thinkers anymore.
Man, I really want to watch Robocop now.
Man, it's Robocop.
So what? We're just sitting here enjoying the moment, nothing suspicious. Right, officer?
Shouldn't we give the fellas the signal?
We should just shut up and smile like the exemplary citizens that we are. Are you lost, officer? I can show you the exit if you want.
Something tells me this is not going to end well. And by not end well, I mean for them.
Trouble with the lock.
Seems that I forgot the key, but,
You will tell your story at the station.
Are you sure you have enough seats in your car to take us all?
No, but I've got enough bullets for y'all.
If you do not come quietly, I will not need any.
You think you could take us? Don't just stand there!
They were saying about enough seats. I am shocked there wasn't more in here. Take a look around. Oh. Spoke a little too soon there, chat. Alright, I think I've gone in a circle. Bro, without the HUD, for a second there, I was like, what's wrong with the game?
Well, well, well. Looks like Mr. Becker was right. You're up to something behind his back. These things are supposed to go to Mr. Becker, I reckon.
What will interest Becker is in locker number 17. The contents of this box are none of OCP's concern.
I'll have to tell Mr. Becker that you have not given us all the material.
I assure you that it will end up worse for you than for me.
Yeah, fuck off, Stooge. Alright, Jake. Oh, let's just drop this off over here.
You're late. Sorry, I had to take a bus. Freaking OCP robots destroyed my car during that bank robbery.
So I'm guessing you have my stuff. Did OCP arrive at the party?
They tracked my location.
Because they trust you so much. Speaking of which, the box. What if I lied about it? Did you ever think of that? There may be a bomb inside or the head of my sworn enemy. Do you want to know what's inside?
If there is evidence of a crime, I would like to know it.
Police officer, first and foremost. In the box are my personal belongings. Letters, memorabilia, things that actually matter to me. When you become too tough to hit directly, the scum will try to get to you through your loved ones.
I understand.
So we have even more in common. Once OCP takes care of my old documents, I'll have the space to deal with the Delta City issue and help the people of Old Detroit. You've helped them already, though. Thank you. Ronnie's Grocery. Leave the box there.
Awfully bossy.